And in earlier lecture, we have also seen scalar product or dot product of two vectors. So when product of two vectors is a scalar quantity, that is called scalar product or dot product. Now we'll see product of two vectors, that is a vector quantity, and that product is called vector product. That product is called vector product. Now here the vector product of two vectors or the cross product of two vectors A and B is a vector, and that vector is C, and we write that as C is equal to A cross B. C is equal to A cross B. So suppose we have vector A and vector B. These are two vectors, and here this is their starting point or tails of two vectors. Then what is vector C? Vector C, it is this vector. Vector C is this vector, and actually this vector C, it is perpendicular to B as well as perpendicular to A. So this vector C is perpendicular to A and perpendicular to B. Now here the magnitude of A cross B means magnitude of C, because C is A cross B, is equal to the product of magnitudes of A and B and sine of small angle between them. The direction of the vector C is equal to A cross B is perpendicular to the plane of A and B. So here if we take magnitude of A cross B, magnitude of A cross B means we find A cross B, that is C. Magnitude of A cross B is magnitude of C, and this magnitude is equal to magnitude A into magnitude B into sine of angle between them. So here this is angle, this is angle theta. So magnitude of A cross B, it is equal to AB sine theta, where suppose we take this is a horizontal plane and A and B are in this plane, then C is perpendicular to this plane. So vectorially we can write A cross B, A cross B, it is equal to some unit vector into AB sine theta. Now what is this? This n is unit vector. Unit vector. Now this n, what is direction of n? So this n, it is perpendicular to A as well as perpendicular to B. Means n is perpendicular to plane containing A and B. So suppose this is PQRS plane, PQRS plane, and suppose this is point O. So here this one is vector A, this one is vector B, they are in the PQRS plane, and we have their cross product C. It is A cross B, it is along this direction, and magnitude of A cross B, it is equal to AB sine theta, or A cross B means this is equal to C. C is equal to N AB sine theta. A and B are magnitudes. So direction of N, it is perpendicular to A and B, means perpendicular to plane PQRS. So here this is direction of n, perpendicular to plane PQRS containing vectors A and B, or it is also perpendicular to vector A and perpendicular to vector B. So this unit vector, it is along C. This unit vector is along C. So here in this way we find vector product or cross product of two vectors. Now the direction of AB, A cross B, is given by right-handed screw or right hand rule. Right-handed screw or right hand rule. So suppose this is screw, it is directed upwards. And suppose we take here vector A and vector B. Then what is, and C is equal to what? C is equal to A cross B. C is equal to A cross B. So here we have imagined screw. This is right-handed screw, and we have two vectors in the plane. Means here this is plane and screw is perpendicular to the plane. Then what is direction of C? So direction of C, it is along screw. Along screw. Now here we take this angle theta. Theta. So theta, it is angle between A and B, and sense is counterclockwise. So this is sense A cross B. A cross B. This is sense counterclockwise. And C is equal to A cross B. C is equal to A cross B. So this is the direction along which screw advances. So if we rotate, it will advance along the direction of C. Now another rule is right hand rule. Now for right hand rule, we take here what? If we take our hand like this, right hand like this, stretch out thumb, forefinger and middle finger like this, as shown in this picture. Now here along the forefinger we have vector A, along this finger we have vector B, then vector C is along the stretched thumb. Vector B is C is along the stretched thumb, and here this is theta, and it is again counterclockwise. So in this way we take direction of C. In this way we take direction of C, and C is perpendicular to both A and B. So this is cross product or vector product of two vectors. Now suppose we have vector A and vector B. These are two vectors. But if we see, take B cross A. So cross product like this. We have already seen C is equal to A cross B. A cross B. So this is direction of C. This is direction of C. But if we take B cross A, now if we see magnitude of A cross B, it is equal to AB sin theta, and theta is this angle between A and B. But if we go along this direction, counterclockwise direction, then we get here A cross B, that is C, will be equal to n AB sin theta, and here this n is unit vector, and this unit vector it is directed upwards. This is direction of n. This is direction of n. But suppose we go clockwise like this. So when we go clockwise, we take B cross A. Now again, if we take magnitude B cross A, it is equal to BA sin theta. Now A and B here, they are magnitudes. They are magnitudes. So you can write here B cross A magnitude will be equal to, you can write BA is equal to AB, product of magnitudes. So AB sin theta. So here we can write B cross A. B cross A is equal to magnitude of A cross B. So magnitude of B cross A will be equal to magnitude of A cross B. But for B cross A, sense is clockwise, and here it is anti-clockwise. So what is B cross A? So I can write here B cross A will be equal to, I will take some unit vector n1 AB or BA sin theta. Then what is direction of n1? What is direction of n1? So here now n1 is directed downwards. This is direction of n1. Now it is unit vector. So n1 will be equal to minus n. So we can write B cross A is equal to minus n AB sin theta. Minus n AB sin theta. So here it is directed downwards when we go clockwise from B to A. When we go from A to B, that is counterclockwise. C is upwards, n is upwards. Now here n1 is also perpendicular to A as well as perpendicular to B. But n1 is opposite to n. Unit vector n1 is opposite to n. So we get here B cross A is equal to minus unit vector n AB sin theta. And we know this n unit vector n into AB sin theta, it is A cross B. So we can write here B cross A is equal to minus, you can write, I will write it this as in bracket, A cross B. B cross A is equal to minus B cross A cross B. Minus A cross B. So in this way we take directions, and it is vector product. So direction is important. Sense of rotation is important. Here we go, in first case we go counterclockwise. And here we go clockwise. So when we go clockwise and when we go counterclockwise, magnitude will be the same, but directions are opposite. Directions are opposite. Now we'll see some, on the basis of this, we'll see some characteristics. So we'll see, so this is direction of resultant vector. I will take this as D, and D is equal to minus C. D is B cross A. Now characteristics of vector product. If two vectors are parallel, that is theta is equal to 0 degree, then sin theta is equal to 0, and we know magnitude of A cross B is equal to AB sin theta, and when theta is equal to 0 degree, we get sin theta is equal to 0. So magnitude of A cross B will be equal to 0. This gives you A cross B is equal to 0. A cross B is equal to 0. So when vectors are parallel, parallel means this is vector A. So this is tail of vector. And if we take another vector B, this is another vector that is B. And theta is 0 here, 0 degree. And so their magnitude of cross product is 0, or cross product is also equal to 0. Now if we take suppose theta is equal to 180 degree. 180 degree. So what is sin theta here? Sin theta is equal to 0 again. Means here suppose this is vector A, this is tail of vector A, and if we take here another vector B, and this angle it is 180 degree. 180 degree. So again here magnitude of A cross B is equal to 0, or A cross B is equal to 0. So what happens here? For 0 degree it is 0, for 180 degree it is 180 degree. Sorry, 0. It is again 0. But suppose two vectors are perpendicular to each other. If two vectors are perpendicular to each other, means here this is first vector A, and if we take another vector B, and this is in this plane, and suppose this angle it is 90 degree, 90 degree, and we know C, that is A cross B, it is perpendicular to this plane PQRS, means it is perpendicular to B as well as it is perpendicular to A. So theta is 90 degree, sin theta is equal to 1. So we get here magnitude of A cross B is equal to AB sin theta, but theta is 90 degree. So sin theta is equal to 1. So magnitude of A cross B is equal to AB. Magnitude of A cross B is equal to AB. Or you can write A cross B is equal to N times AB. Unit vector that is along this, along C, and it is perpendicular to A and B. So here, and we know this is maximum value of sin theta, that is 1. That is 1. So see here, when two vectors are parallel to each other, vector A and vector B, A cross B is 0. Here A cross B is equal to 0. Magnitude is also 0. When they are anti-parallel, anti-parallel, so I will erase this whole. So here vector A and vector B So here they are anti-parallel. Theta is equal to 180 degree. Now magnitude of A cross B is equal to 0 here. And when two vectors are perpendicular to each other, here 90-degree angle, A and B. So here this is perpendicular vector, that is NAB. NAB. And we know sine theta is maximum. Here theta is equal to 90 degree. Sine theta is equal to 1. So here magnitude of A cross B, it is AB, and this is maximum. 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 So suppose we take this one. This is A, and suppose this one is B, and this angle it is suppose 45 degree. So it is less than 90 degree. Less than 90 degree. So you will get corresponding here N AB sine 45 degree. So sine 45, that is root 2. So you will get here N, you will get AB divided by root 2. So see here it is less than this and greater than this. So as we go from 0 to 180 degree counterclockwise, this AB sine theta, it goes on increasing. It is maximum here when it is perpendicular, and then again it decreases and it becomes 0. It becomes 0. It becomes 0. So we are taking here angle, it lies between 0 and pi. Angle lies between 0 and pi. So for angle between 0 and pi, magnitude of A cross B, it goes on increasing from 0 to maximum, then it decreases and again becomes 0 over that range. Over that range. So we have seen here that A cross B is equal to 0 when theta is equal to 0 degree or theta is equal to 0 degree or 180 degree. Okay. So what happens here? Suppose we take A cross A. A cross A means both are same vectors. So they are parallel to each other. So angle between them is 0 degree. Angle between them is 0 degree. So you will get here 0 degree. 0, not 0 degree, 0. You will get here 0. Now see here, if we take two vectors, A as I ax plus j ay plus kaz. This is first vector in terms of rectangular components, and this is second vector b is equal to I bx plus j by plus k bz. Means here we have three-dimensional rectangular coordinate system. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is z-axis, and we have three unit vectors. So along this we have unit vector I, along this we have unit vector, along this we have unit vector j, and along this we have unit vector k. Now these unit vectors are mutually perpendicular to each other. And we have seen here A cross B is equal to 0 when theta is equal to 0 degree or 180 degree, and A cross B is equal to n AB sin theta, and when theta is equal to 90 degree, A cross B is equal to n AB, because sin theta is equal to 1 here. And this n, it is perpendicular to both A and B. Perpendicular means perpendicular to plane containing A and B. Now let us see here first, and this one as second. Now let us take I, J, K unit vectors. So what is I cross I? They are parallel to each other, so you will get 0. J cross J, we will get 0 here, and K cross K, we will get 0 here. We will get 0 here because they are parallel. I is parallel to I, J is parallel to J, and K is parallel to K. While I, J, K are mutually perpendicular to each other. So unit vectors in rectangular coordinate system, three-dimensional rectangular coordinate system, will satisfy these equations. Now suppose we take here A cross B. So suppose A is I. So we get here I cross J, means we are going counterclockwise like this. I cross J. I cross J, it is now magnitude of I is 1, magnitude of J is 1. We are using this, and unit vector. So I cross J is equal to unit vector n. But what is direction of n? N is perpendicular to this, n is perpendicular to I as well as perpendicular to J. Means it is perpendicular to plane containing I and J. Now I and J are in xy plane. So the unit vector perpendicular to xy plane is k. So we get here I cross J is equal to k. I cross J is equal to k. Then we can go from J to k. So you can take J cross k is equal to third perpendicular to plane yz. Then you can take k cross I. So we'll go like this, like this. So it is in xy plane. Vector perpendicular to xy plane is j, unit vector. So j. So I cross j is k, j cross k is I, and k cross I is j. We have used this one, this one. And since they are perpendicular, we get this one. But suppose we take B cross A. We know it is minus A cross B, minus A cross B. So suppose we take J cross I from this first one. It is equal to minus I cross J and minus I cross J. So I cross J is K. So we'll get here minus K. So J cross I, it is minus K. Now you can take from this K cross J. K cross J is what? Minus J cross I. J cross K. And we know J cross K, it is I. So it is minus I. And if we take I cross K, it is equal to minus K cross I. and this is equal to minus j. So we have these three relations. J cross I is minus k cross j is minus I, and I cross k is minus j. I cross k is minus j. So from this, we can use rectangular components of vectors A and B, and we will find A cross B using these relations. So vector product of two vectors in terms of magnitudes of their components. Hello, आवाज येतोय ना?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So vector products in terms of two vectors in terms of magnitudes of their components. Means here we have vector A that is equal to I ax plus j ay plus k az, and B is equal to, we have here I bx plus j by plus k bz, where ax, ay, az are magnitudes of components along x, y and z axis respectively for vector A, and bx, by, bz are magnitudes of components along x, y, z axis respectively for vector B. Means here we take rectangular coordinate system like this: x, y and z, and suppose this is origin O, and suppose we take some vector A. Then what happens here? We take projection of vector A on xy plane. So suppose point is N. We draw perpendicular on y-axis. We draw perpendicular on x-axis. So this one represents AX. This one represents AY. And perpendicular on this axis, this one represents AZ. Like this. Similarly for vector B. And I, j, k are unit vectors along x, y and z axis respectively. Then we will take A cross B, cross product of two vectors. So here I will write I ax plus j ay plus k az cross I bx plus j by plus k bz, like this. Now ax, ay, az, these are magnitudes. Bx, by, bz, these are magnitudes. So what happens here? If we take this cross product, now here first one, we will multiply with these three. So first one is what? I ax cross I bx. Now ax and bx are magnitudes, so they are directly multiplied. So I will get here I cross I. These are vectors, unit vectors. And I can write here ax bx. Now plus with second one. So I can write here I cross j ax by plus I cross k multiplied by ax bz, like this, plus now this second one with all these three. So we get here what? J ay. So I can write J cross I into what? AY BX plus J cross J into AY BY plus J cross K into AY BZ plus now this third one with all these three. So we get here K cross I, K cross I, AZ BX plus K cross J, AZ BY plus K cross K, AZ BZ. So this is cross product. Now we have seen I cross I is equal to J cross J is equal to K cross K, and this is equal to 0. So when two vectors are parallel to each other, their cross product is 0. And now I cross J, it is third unit vector K. Now J cross K, it is equal to I, and K cross I is equal to J. And if we change order, then it is negative. Means J cross I is minus K cross J is minus I cross K is minus J. Now see here, if we see this cross product, I cross I, that is 0. I cross I is 0. I cross J, that is K here. So this is non-zero. I cross K cross I is J, I cross K is minus J. So this is non-zero. So from first, this from first line. First one is 0 plus I cross J, it is K, AX BY, and now I cross K is minus J, minus J, AX BZ. Now from second line, J cross I cross J is K, J cross I is minus K. So you'll get minus K, AY BX plus J cross J is 0 plus J cross K is I. So I AY BZ. Now from third line, K cross I cross K cross I is J. So K cross I is J. So I will get here J plus J AZBX. Now plus K cross J. J cross K is I. So K cross J is minus I. Minus I AZBY. AZBY. Plus K cross K is 0. So now this whole A cross B we can write as, now I, we have here I, here I. So I is common. You will get AYBZ minus AZBY. AZBY. I can take here minus J, this one. AX BZ, and here AZBX. So we will get here minus because I have taken minus out. AZBX plus K, AXBY minus K here, AYBX. So this is A cross B. So we got here A cross B is equal to I times AYBZ minus AZBY. Here we have obtained AYBZ minus AZBY. AYBZ minus AZBY. Then minus J, this one. So we'll have here minus J. Minus J. Then what is minus J multiplied by AXBZ minus AZBX plus K. We have here plus K AXBY minus AYBX. So AXBY minus BY, AY AYBX, like this. Now we have seen, suppose we have determinant A, B, C, E, F, G, H, I, J. This is the determinant. Then we find this as A into what? F, J minus G, I minus B, EJ minus GS, EJ minus GH plus C, EI minus FH, EI minus FH. We find this. Now if we see here, compare with this, I can take as I, this B I can take as J, and this one as K, means this C. Now FJ, so here AY, so I can write here simply AX, AY, AZ, BX, BY, BZ. This is A cross B. This is A cross B. So in this way, using this determinant method, you can easily find cross product or vector product of two vectors, where AX, AY and AZ are components of A along XYZ, BX, BY, BZ, these are components of B along XYZ axis. Now we'll take geometrical interpretation of vector product. What is meaning of this geometrically? So suppose we take vector A and vector B, and this is vector C. It is perpendicular to both A cross B. And if we take magnitude A cross B, we know it is AB sin theta, not cos theta. It is AB sin theta, this magnitude. Now see here, if we take vector A and vector B, so this is vector parallel to B. So I can take this as vector B. And this is vector parallel to A. So see here, parallelogram is formed by vectors A and B on horizontal plane. So if we see this parallelogram, and this angle, we know this angle is theta. This angle is theta. and we have here C, it is A cross B, it is equal to N AB sin theta, and this N is along C, perpendicular to both B as well as perpendicular to A, and this is parallelogram formed by vectors A and B. Now what is magnitude of A cross B? It is AB sin theta. Geometrically, what is meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? Suppose we take this parallelogram only. So this is vector A and this is vector B, and see here, this is parallelogram. So I have taken this parallelogram here, and this angle is theta. This angle is theta, and this is vector B, this is vector A. So let us take this as P Q R S. PQRS. Now this PS, length PS, it is nothing but magnitude of vector P, or I can simply call this as P, PS. Now PQ length, it is magnitude of vector A, so I will call this as A. Now what is area of PQRS parallelogram? Area of PQRS parallelogram. Now this area is equal to base into height. So we know base is what? Base is this length PQ. So PQ into height H. So what is height H? We take SR. From this we draw perpendicular on PQ. This is perpendicular. So here this is height H. This is height H. This is height H. Now suppose we take this angle. Suppose I take this point as a PQRST. So let us take triangle PTS. Triangle PTS. So what is TS? That is PS sin theta. PS sin theta, this one. And we know TS is equal to H. So H is equal to PS sin theta. PS sin theta. So what is area? So we get here area of parallelogram is equal to PQ into PS into sin theta. Now PQ is A, PS is B, magnitude B into sin theta. Sin theta. So this is area of parallelogram formed by two vectors A and B. So this area is nothing but magnitude of A cross B. So if we take cross product of two vectors A and B, and if we take its magnitude it is area of what? Parallelogram formed by vectors A and B. And we know A cross B is a vector quantity, and it is directed perpendicular to A and B, means perpendicular to area PQRS. PQRS. And magnitude of A cross B, it is area of this parallelogram. That's why area is a vector quantity directed perpendicular to area. So area is a vector quantity directed perpendicular to this area. Area vector. Area vector is directed perpendicular to area. So this is geometrical interpretation of vector product. Now we'll see here one problem and then we'll stop. Find the scalar and vector product of two vectors A and B, where A is equal to 2i plus j plus k and B is equal to 4i plus 2j minus 3k. So first we'll find scalar product. So here A is what? We have A is equal to 2i plus j plus k. So we get here Ax is equal to 2, Ay is equal to 1, Az is equal to 1 and B is equal to what? 4i plus 2j minus 3k. So we get here Bx is equal to 4, By is equal to 2 and Bz is equal to minus 3. Now A dot B is Ax Bx plus Ay By plus Az Bz. So this is equal to 2 into 4, 8, sorry this is 8. This is 8 plus 2 into 1 minus plus 1 into minus 3. So we get here 8 plus 2 minus 3. So we got here 7. Okay, it is 7. So we got A dot B is 7. And A cross B we have seen. A cross B, it is I, J, K and Ax, Ay, Az, Bx, By, Bz. So it is I, J, K, Ax is 2, 1, 1, 4, 2 minus 3. So we get here I. Now I, 1 into minus 3, that is minus 3. 1 into 2, that is minus 2 here. Minus j. We got here 2 into minus 3, that is minus 6. And 1 into 4, that is here we will get minus 4 plus k. Now here 2 into 2, that is 4. And 1 into 4, that is 4. So here minus 4. So we get here minus 5i minus plus 10j and plus 0k. So we get this one, A cross B. And angle, we have A dot B is equal to AB cos theta. So cos theta is equal to A dot B divided by A into B. A and B are magnitudes. Now A is root of Ax square plus Ay square plus Az square. Now Ax is 2, so we get here 4 plus 1 plus 1. So this is root of 6. And B magnitude, it is equal to root of Bx square plus By square plus Bz square, that is root of 16 plus 4 plus 9. So root of 29. So we get cos theta is equal to A dot B is 7 upon root of 6 into root of 29. So theta is equal to cos inverse 7 upon root 6 into root 29. So this is theta, angle between A and B. So in next lecture we will see more problems on scalar product and vector product, and then we will go for triple product of vectors. Triple product means we take three vectors and we take their product. That product may be scalar quantity or may be vector quantity. If it is scalar quantity, it is called scalar triple product, and if it is vector quantity, we call it as vector triple product. So thanks now. So we'll stop here.